Hi everybody, good evening. How are you all doing? I'm doing really well today. I had a wonderful 4th of July with my family yesterday. We just hung out with each other and yeah, enjoyed really good food. I made a vegetarian casserole and lots of yummy desserts and some junk food, and yeah, we just spent some quality time together and spent a lot of time outside. So whatever you guys did yesterday, I hope that it was enjoyable and wonderful for you, truly from the heart. I'm recovered from my road trip. We went on an awesome adventure, and I'm kind of ready to delve into some stuff that I've been thinking about now that I'm feeling a little more recouped. And I guess here give some of my thoughts. And as in some of my videos I've stated, these are just my opinions. And if I say a quote and I look down, it's because I wrote it down. So I try to be like, if I'm going to say someone's words, I'd like to try to remember them as clearly as I can. So I was thinking about the fact that everyone is brought to my attention, and I have noticed that Boycottgrimes went silent. Okay, that's great, or it's not. I don't really know. I don't really have an opinion on it, other than maybe the things I'm going to say in this video, and it goes as follows. I've done a little more research, familiarized myself more with these people, and who they portray themselves, at least to the public, and so I wanted to have a subjective yet honest yet factual discussion here. If you'd like to leave comments, that's great. I may respond, I may not. Some people seem to want to assume things. I really would rather kind of do some research on my own and come up with facts and not just look at what other people have. So please don't find offense if I'm not referring to anything you specifically say, because I'm not really trying to be involved in that kind of drama. I'm just trying to use this person as an example, especially due to the innate ability of this person to catch followers based on non-factual toxic comments. And I'm not saying that nothing she says is factual. However, Boycottgrimes does and continues to say some pretty crazy stuff. So, I mean, I question my own reality all the time, so it's only natural that we question each other's as well. So I was watching a Joe Rogan Elon Musk interview, and they talked about a lot of things: Neuralink, the baby that Grimes and Elon Musk share, and a few other things. And I was just going to delve into this here because it made me think of a lot of things. And so when you see me flipping through, I'm just checking my notes. So some things Elon Musk has said in these Joe Rogan interviews specifically is what I wrote down. So this is my remembrance of the quotes, so they're probably pretty close, I'd say. He says that you don't always improve, but you can aspire to improve. You can aspire to be less wrong. Aspire to be less wrong. I think that's really some deep shiitake mushrooms right there. Aspire to be less wrong. I'm still thinking about that, and I'll probably think about that maybe for the rest of my life. It was really nice to hear somebody put into words something that I've thought, and I think probably a lot of people that have a heart often think, how can I be better today, especially than I was yesterday. So I thought that was the conversation those two, Joe Rogan and Elon, were having was intellectually intriguing. And I thought it was worth repeating that quote because I hear a lot of negative things about this person and a lot of positive things. So I thought I'd just drop some facts of some things that I found out. And then Joe Rogan, I thought this was good because they were speaking about Neuralink and how we would all respond to it theoretically if it were to be successful. And I thought it was funny, awesome, true, and just some good stuff. Joe Rogan says it's very romantic and exciting to look back on campfires. Yes, campfires are romantic and exciting. And Elon Musk, this is not a direct quote, claps back and says something like, you know, we don't have to have campfires, you know, to have fun or whatnot. So, yeah, moving on. Boycottgrimes, she says, anyways, that she had to quit making videos because someone threatened her children. And I don't like to speak on other people's children. However, I mean, she's speaking about her life openly on a platform, so I'm just going to respond with my opinion. I mean, you can tell me how you feel. I think that's great. Discussion, it's important. Nothing I'm saying is 100% correct. I'm saying these are my thoughts, and you know, if you enjoy or you don't enjoy, let's just you know, try to be respectful in this. And that's what I'm trying to do, because it really perplexed me when I went to this lady's YouTube, and it only took like 3 grime songs to get me there, and it's quite a shame. So I thought it was really cute when Elon Musk was talking about the baby. He gave some credit to Claire, his partner, and he says, yeah, she's great at names. And I thought to myself, that just came naturally to him. For someone that's tortured, usually there's some type of post-traumatic stress disorder that's associated with that. Yeah, not usually. If you're tortured, you will have post-traumatic stress disorder in some way, shape, or form. And it didn't seem very forced to me at all when he gave her that nice compliment. It seemed very genuine, and I thought it was really cute. So the Elon Musk quote, yeah, she's great at names. He said my partner, I believe, but I just thought it was a really sweet moment, and worth noting, a bit of positivity. And it also kind of goes against everything that Boycottgrimes says, that he's, you know, like held a gun to his head just to do press or anything involving Grimes, and I just have a hard time believing that. It just seems so natural and kind, and sounded like a man that was very grateful of the woman that gave birth to his child, you know, giving her some credit and saying something kind and simple, and that really goes a long way. And so to prove a point, in my opinion, he does not look forced. This relationship does not look forced, and whatever anyone is really building up seems to be more like human error, and maybe Grimes just being really authentic and the world not knowing how to take that, and Musk as well. And you know, a lot of people, when we try to be ourselves, the world gets a little scared, because familiarity is familiar, and you know, so we familiarize it and we don't like to change it up. And there are all those people that do like to change it up, and you know, it's not that either are wrong, it's just that you know, when you start hurting people and making accusations and almost like making fake news, like I believe Boycottgrimes does, it's really detrimental to society, and it really is a threat to that baby. And I really think that someone does need to protect that baby from this woman, and not in a sense that Elon Musk and Grimes don't take care of their baby or protect the baby. I just feel like, why is this woman allowed to attack even children on her YouTube? So, yeah, and then Elon Musk says, babies are awesome, and Rogan says, children are like little love packages. They are, and, you know, they're amazing, and I feel like what Boycottgrimes does is she just, like, totally is ready to just tear everyone down. And some of the stuff I believe she says may be true. However, the way she presents it and the toxicity that follows makes the narrative so absurd that the toxicity becomes contagious, and then the people that follow her start, like, you know, attacking people in her name, and you know, and then soon here we are again, and everybody's calling the FBI, making fake reports, and you know, that's really sad. We don't live in a country where that is the right way to go about things, or the moral way to go about things, in my opinion. So yeah, that just blows my mind. And to get back to the Boycottgrimes saying that she's going to stop making videos because her children were threatened, I don't have my children in my videos, and I'm not, you know, a YouTube star or anything of the nature, just somebody vlogging about my opinion. because I have a common sense that that's like a protective nature to not have my children in a video, and if I were to do that, I would probably do it just on the children's YouTube. And you know, your children's names are one thing that, you know, when you start to threaten other people's children, it just brings out a protective nature in a mother, a father. You know, we've seen what's happened to a lot of people that feel threatened when their children are threatened, and it's just human nature. It doesn't discriminate. A parent that loves their child, which I honestly believe most parents inherently love their child from the very start, and mothers from that moment that baby is sparked within them. And I just have a hard time understanding or believing that she didn't know that was part of the deal. She threatens people in her videos. She perpetuates drama and fear, and when she doesn't have any facts and she has like a year or two or whatever of videos that it's just like the same repetitive thing, I think somebody does need to step in, because you know, it's like a powder keg. Boycottgrimes is a powder keg, and it does seem fragile to me, because seems such an atrocity to be so mean and toxic to someone. And what even strangely just bothers me that she has nothing to show for it, and I don't know why people follow her so blindly. So, I mean, if you're one of those people and you're a proponent of her narrative, maybe question yourself, because I questioned myself listening to Grimes after hearing her narrative, and then did more research on Grimes to make myself feel better about the music I listen to, because I in no way, shape, or form want to support people that are inherently evil. However, I'm not seeing that in Grimes, and I don't like making assumptions. The woman I see on YouTube that is spewing toxicity is Boycottgrimes, the person who says that the other person, Claire, is the toxic fueled blackmailing queen. And I think we all just need to maybe hit her up and make sure she's quiet, and if she wants to keep speaking, maybe she should really just switch it around a little bit, because freedom of speech is great, girl, and you have fire. I mean, you, like, literally, it's amazing how passionate you are. I just think maybe if you want to protect your children and you want to just have maybe a better following, or not one at all, show us the facts. So I'm gonna go with some more facts that I wrote down, and then get to my point. Elon Musk finished up a few of his interviews with Joe Rogan, and I've been watching them, and I thought this was really notable that he said, in general, I think we should be concerned about anything that's a major infringement on our civil liberties. So I went and I wrote down a few of our civil liberties on Wikipedia. So the right to free speech, the right to privacy, the right to remain silent in police interrogation, the right to be free from unreasonable searches of your home, the right to fair court trial, the right to marry, the right to vote. All of these things seem to be in disarray and in question right now. So I encourage you folks that these are your rights. Other people believe in you. Elon Musk says it himself. He's just someone you should pay attention to. And I'll read this again, is what he said. In general, I think we should be concerned about anything that's a major infringement on our civil liberties. So I read those out. There's more. If you feel your civil liberties are in danger, then you should do something in a positive way without harming others to help us all retain those civil liberties. And I understand it sounds a bit of a contradiction because I'm asking Boycottgrimes to quit being so toxic. However, in my opinion, I do believe that we can have freedom of speech, we can communicate, and we can use verbal and nonverbal communication that is non-threatening. It does not make people fearful, and it is more understanding. And so with that, I'm going to finish and say that one of my favorite bands that my ex-husband introduced me to is Wookiefoot, and I'm going to sing you a little bit of one of their songs, and it's going to be really quick. Buddha and Shiva and the elephant with 6 arms all love Jesus, so put away your firearms. So I love that. So Buddha and Shiva and the elephant with 6 arms all love Jesus, so put away your firearms. So I thought I'd finish up with a few quotes, and the quotes that I wrote down are as follows. Shiva quote: "When Shiva beats his damru dam, evil shakes and the wise awake." Excuse me if I didn't pronounce all that right. The next quote is a Ganesha quote: "Forgive others, not because they deserve forgiveness, but because you deserve peace." And then this quote is from Jesus: "Do unto others as you would have them do unto you." And so the Wookiefoot song, Buddha and Shiva and the elephant with 6 arms all love Jesus, so put away your firearms, is something that I totally think is something we can think about every day, in the past, the future, yeah, so stay happy, folks, stay positive, question everything, and yeah, check out Wookiefoot. They're a really good band from Minnesota. Hope y'all are having a good day. That's all I have to say. I know it's quite long. However, it's been a few days, and I really wanted to genuinely share with you some stuff that I had thought about. So I hope you had an awesome 4th, and I hope you're having an awesome Sunday. And these were my thoughts. Share yours with mine below. My name's Ash, and it's wonderful getting to know you all. I really, truly enjoy it, and thanks for listening to anything I have to say. You're a blessing, and don't forget that.